Oh yeah, look at this baby. Everything's hooked up. So here is what it looks like once you add salt in there. Let me show you the app here. Show you how to program and set up your water softener. In today's review, guys, I'm gonna go over the Whirlpool water softener. It's 46,000 K capacity. It has 10-year warranty, and it has 6 cents built into it. What is 6 cents? It can adjust to your usage. So amount of salt you're using because of the amount of usage it takes the average, right? Now, it's built for a 6-person household, so it's a large unit. And the reason why we went with something like this, because we're gonna start right there and we want space saving. And this is a condensed version of a regular 2 large unit where you have a separate tank and your brine tank. So this is all in one. And another thing I mentioned, if I didn't mention, it has Wi-Fi built into it. So it will notify you if your salt's low or when you need refills. So a very nice little feature. Again, biggest reason is we're going for space saving, and it does cost a little bit less than this, the standalone unit. So let's jump into it, guys. I'm gonna walk you through it and see what this unit's all about, okay? So I'm gonna go over how a water softener works if you guys are not familiar with it. It's a pretty simple engineered system. It's just using a process called ion exchange to remove hardness material. Basically like calcium, magnesium from your water, and it's replacing it with sodium ion. Sodium ion is pretty much your salt, right? So here you got your resin tank. Your resin tank is basically just plastic bead, polymer beads. And then you have your brine tank. Is where you put your cleaner. And then if you're questioning what's the number for, is when you fill up the tank, the saltwater tank, or the tank with salt, you're supposed to program the amount of salt you put in there in the machine so it can calculate how much usage you have, or how much the salt will last, and it will notify you when you run out of salt. And this is your salt tank, pretty much. Again, this is a simple design system. This is your resin tank. Just like if you have an individual tank out there, a system that you see at the store is basically the same thing, but a condensed version of it. Here you got of course your valve, your in valve, your out valve, and then you got your plug, and then here's pretty much your pump. It's so simple design system, guys. Your PCV fittings and pipes here. This is heavy duty. I thought when I did the review, I thought it was gonna be cheap, but this is actually really heavy, thick. You can tell it will last quite a bit. I did put a wire tie here to tie this because I didn't want it, when you open the lid, I didn't want it to pull the wire. You can see. I'm gonna drag it over here, see if it fits in this corner there where I want it. Oh yeah. Perfect. Do that. A lot of people will have a 2 separate system, but to me it's almost the same. You see there's a tank, and then you got your line here. It tells you where your salt level is. Plug it in. Actually might not even have to. My plan was going to put this up on top, hook it up right here, but I might not even need to because it's so compact. Actually looks pretty nice. And so yeah, guys, I really recommend the product. Again, check back soon, and once I start hooking it up, I'll make a video contact, show you guys how this is hooked up. It looks like it's pretty easy. It's not too hard to do. Hopefully I might be able to balance this out. That's one thing I see. But once I think you get water in there, it's going to be pretty heavy, so we'll go back and forth. Okay, But again, just make sure you have room for it. And other than that, guys, so far I like the product. Everything looks decent. Looks very heavy duty. It looks like it's gonna last, say it's 10 years. So hopefully it does. Okay. So next review, next unbox. Take care. Bye now. So everything's hooked up. So here is what it looks like once you add salt in there. Again, this is the resin tank. You got your resin tank here, and then you got your brine tank, which is your salt tank. And here is your flow valve tank where you add cleaning solution and do your maintenance here. It's pretty simple system. The resin tank is 46,000 grain. This is a second week since we start using it, and we have not used much salt. The app is actually pretty neat. Let me show you the app here. It's pretty simple, easy, fast app. Here's your graph, shows you day, week, how much you're using, your status, salt level, water usage. You scroll all the way down. You got your day since last recharge, which is 11 days. It tells you how many times you recharge, days power up. Treated water valuable. He's got 430 gallons left before the water softener does a recharge. Total water use. So it's pretty efficient, and again, this has a built-in smart system where it does adjust to how much salt you use, so it saves you a little bit on salt. And here is the hookup. It's just a quick overview because I did actually make a video on the actual setup, so you can look at that, look at the content on that, how I hooked this up. Again, it was pretty easy to hook up. I chose the easiest and possible cost-effective way to use it, to install it. Okay. And here you got your valve. Right now, when you pull out, you're in service. When you close it, it's in maintenance. So make sure you have that out. So far we are very happy. We're very happy with the system. We can't complain. You can tell the difference when you take a shower. It feels kind of slimy, really slippery. Then I'll also show you a quick test of the water, the outside water, because of course outside water is not softened inside house water. So let me show you that real quick before we end the video. Here I'm going to show you how to program and set up your water softener. First thing you want to do is hit the program, and you got to set your salt level. And to do that, you got to go into your brine tank and look at your level here. And you can see this is about 5 level. So let's say if you pour in more salt and it goes up to 7, you set at 7. But in this case, this is 5. And you just use your up and down arrow button and hit program, and it takes you to the next screen here. The salt level is 5, so let's click on it, and then you can set your time here. Scroll up and down, and then hit OK. And next here, we already did the salt level. So your hardness is your current hardness outside water that's coming in the house. So ours is 23, and you can get that information online at your local utility, or you can look it up online or call them, and they should have that information. Or you can do a hardness test on your water. And next you want to do is set the recharge time. I usually set that at about 2 a.m. because nothing's running then. You don't have washer and dryer, you don't have anybody taking a shower, everybody's sleeping, so that's the best time because you don't want to have your system recharging while it's running. But if you do, it's just going to bypass it. Okay? And then you want to determine what type of salt you have, and to determine that, you just go on and look in the back of your bag here. In this case, I'm using sodium chloride. So you select sodium chloride, and you have 2 different types of salt that they give you. So in this case, sodium chloride, hit program. And that's it. Pretty simple. Oh, one more thing here to activate or to set up Wi-Fi. You gotta hit the up and down arrow at the same time and hold it for a couple seconds. So this green cup will be the outside water. I'm going to take it inside here. I'm going to get the water inside the house after it's softened. Here I have water total hardness test strips. Green, or you want to call it light green, dark green, means 0, and you have orange, means 25 hardness. So we're going to go ahead and open, get out 2 strips here, and you're supposed to test these, you're supposed to dip in for about 3 seconds and pull it out. Again, this is outside water you saw earlier. So dip in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. You see that is hardness of, it's orange, so pretty much it's hard water, right? Now we're going to go ahead and dip it in the soft water again. You saw me get out of the sink here. It's been processed to the soft water system. 1, 2, 3. And voila, it's still green, so we have soft water. You can see the water softener is working. I'll hold both 2 strip on for you to see, to compare. You can tell the difference.